Hey everyone, Jennifer Lehner here with jenlehner.com, and I'd like to talk to you about Evernote. So this isn't going to be a super long, detailed training, and I'm not going to go over every single thing you can do with Evernote, but I'm going to show you just some cool things to get you started and show you how I use Evernote. The number one reason that Evernote is so incredible is that, like Dropbox and some of those other cloud-based services, it saves your stuff across all devices. So if I pick up my phone or my iPad or my laptop, or if I'm at my desktop, I just click this little sync button up here in the top left-hand corner, and everything syncs all together. And it lets me really organize everything in my life and everything in my work. So as you can see, in front of us are notebooks. And you are able to create a notebook. I don't know, it's up into the hundreds, I think, the number of notebooks you're allowed to have. And if you want to create a notebook, I'm going to press this plus button right here. And we're going to name this Tutorial Video Test Notebook. Okay, so I've created that notebook, and alphabetically it's moved itself right here. If I want to group this with some other notebooks, like if I want to move this over to front row, I just dragged it, and now as you can see, it created the front row stack. And the front row is the name, of course, of our awesome Facebook group. And now I could see that there are two. It's telling me there are two notebooks in this stack, and I can drag anything I want anywhere I want. And I can make my stacks as big. As you can see, family receipts and documents here. I've got 5 notebooks in that stack. Client stack, content creation, so on and so forth. So you can organize this however you want. But the really, really, really cool thing is, let's go to our the notebook that we just created. So there's the stack. There's our notebook. And now up here, I'm going to create a new note. So here's my new note. And in this note, I can put anything. Okay, I can put links. So test note. And if you look right here, it shows you all the stuff you can put in here. So I can format it really nicely because I've got places here to bold it, italicize, underline. I can highlight and change the color of my font. I can do a bulleted list. I can create a checklist. I love boxes for checklists. Can insert a table or a graph. I can insert a video an audio recording, just like this. Testing, 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 testing. Bam! I just recorded a audio note, and there it is. I can take a snapshot of myself. Okay, and I can stick that in there. Kind of big, so I'm going to reformat that. Okay, I can put in an attachment, and I could just add anything I want. So you can just upload that attachment. So I picked a document, and so here's this note that I've created. Well, again, this is going to be available on all of our devices, but this is something that's really, really important, and one of the best tips I can give you. Type in tags. Okay, so we can tag this. So maybe I'll say test, comma, tutorial, comma, front row, Evernote, example. Okay, so I've just added a lot of tags, and let's go over here to front row, because this was the tip. Make sure that all of your, I don't know why this is doing this, but make sure, there we go, that all of your tags are in lowercase, or make sure they're always, every time, in all caps, because the search is case sensitive. So if I want to search my notes and I can't remember where I put something that I created, if I tagged it, I just go up here to search and I can type in words. And these are all the things that I've tagged with Front Row. So, so you want to make sure that you do everything in lowercase because it's case sensitive. And if you accidentally used a capital letter, it's not going to show up. Okay. The other really cool feature that they've added, and this might only be available with the premium account, is that a lot like those softwares and applications that allow you to collaborate with a group, like Basecamp, you can now do that in Evernote. So, for example, over here on the top left, it says work chat. So let's get my friend Gina here. As you can see, we are together in this workroom, and I'm just going to click testing. I'm going to write testing, but I can also, we can share a note. Like as you could see there, I sent her the notebook that has all the passwords to something, and I can stick notebooks in here and we can work together in this work chat. The other really cool thing, let's go back to our test note, is that up here on the top right, you could see the little icon for presentations. You can actually use this instead of a keynote during your webinars or any presentation that you give to anyone. Okay, so it gives us this really cool marker thingy. Okay, so, and then I can just click escape and I'm out of there. If I click Atlas, it'll show me where I was when I made certain notes. So, you know, I could say, God, I know I did some work when I was in Florida on vacation. I'd like to see those notes, and I could click there and it'll show me the 4 notes that I made when I was there. So that's really handy. This is a note that I created for my Facebook webinar. And what I did was I had this, when I was doing the webinar, I had this opened up on my desktop. So I had everything handy. All of my, this was for my, I was creating an ad, a Facebook ad during the webinar. So I needed to have all the stuff that I could just copy and paste in advance. Also, I had, you know, all the links that I needed, the image that I needed, and so forth. They have, this is where I keep all of my to-dos on my task list. And then the next thing I want to show you is how to use Evernote on your phone. Okay, so I want to show you this amazing tool that is owned by Evernote, and it is it's this butterfly here on the second row, and I'm going to show you what you can do with this. So here is a note that I created, like a little sloppy to-do list I made for myself. Bam! It just got scanned by Evernote, and I'm going to scan something else. So here's one of those coupons that really we never can keep up with. I guess I need the scannable part in the back. I'm not doing anything. I'm not pressing a button. I'm just pointing the phone at the thing. Here's a business card. Let me turn it around. Okay, so those are 3 documents that I just scanned just by pointing. And I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to click here. And if you notice, it did it very quickly, but it's got my little LinkedIn profile because it recognizes me in LinkedIn. I mean, this is my own business card, so obviously I'm not going to connect with myself. But what happens is I'm able to, if that were somebody else, it prompts me to connect with them on LinkedIn if I'm not already connected with them. Okay, and then let's see, we're going to go to our coupon, And let's say I want to save that into Evernote. I get to pick the notebook where I want it to go. So I don't have one that's called coupons, but if I did, that's where I would put it. It would go right into my coupons. Then when I go to Old Navy, I wouldn't have to scramble like I always do in my wallet. Then over here, that note, I can send it to my camera roll. I can email it. I can send it in a message. I can export it. I can print it. I can do all sorts of things, but I'm going to put it in Evernote because that's where I like to keep everything. And right now I've got the default as Genergy's notebook. But what was that anyway? Oh, a note. Okay. So I'm going to put that as Evernote, and I am going to keep that in Genergy's notebook. But you see all my notebooks, all my various notebooks pop up here, and I can just stick it anywhere. I'd put that business card here in business cards. And then I click save. Done. Okay, so that's a way, any piece of paper, anything, I just point my phone at it, it scans it beautifully, and then I can save it wherever I want, print it, send it in a message, whatever. It's so incredible. Okay, now we're going to go into the actual Evernote app. So here we are in Evernote, and Evernote syncs constantly. You see that little wheel turning in the top right hand corner. That means that it's syncing. So everything, any notes that you've entered from any of your other devices are going to be in Evernote wherever you are. And as you can see, I can open up any of my notebooks. I can access anything that I need to. And let's see, I can create shortcuts so I can get to the stuff that I need to very quickly. Here is one of the things we just scanned in. The work chat that we discussed earlier, I can do that here from my phone as well. Okay, so as you can see, here's the tag, all of our tags. So if I can't remember where I saved something, but I know that I need to look for something that has to do with, I don't know, front row, I would click here and I would see, look at there. There's the note that we created on the computer. Everything is there. So I love to put all my to-do lists in here. I love the reminders feature. I can create a note from inside my phone, and I do it all the time. And as you can see, just like we could do on our laptop, we can leave a voice note. Don't forget to buy bread. Okay, so there's my note reminding me to buy bread. I can snap a picture from my notes. I can create a task list. Whoops. And then anything that is on my phone that I would like to, save into Evernote, because I come across stuff all the time. So let's say I'm opening up an email, okay? And all right, here's a support email from Reflector app. And let's say that I need this. So I'm going to take a screenshot, and then I'm going to go into my photos in my camera roll. There's the screenshot, and then I'm going to click this and I'm going to put it right into Evernote. Blah, blah, blah. Save. And now that is in Evernote. I would have put it in the right folder and all that good stuff. So once you begin using Evernote and feeling really comfortable with the interface, you really won't be able to live without it. It's so great because you really never have to worry, did I put it in Dropbox? Did I put it in Evernote? Did I save it on my desktop? Did I save it to the cloud? Is it in Google Drive? You always know where your stuff is. So I hope that was helpful.